Don't be a train. Don't be a train. Don't be a train. Don't be. That fucking jump scared me as well. That's the worst thing. Good evening, everyone. I'm ready to game. Who's gonna win? Can't be bothered. Is it? Yes, yes, yes. It's no. Where is it? Where is it? I can do this. Where is it? This one. And I was muted. Hi, everyone. Welcome on in. Whatever I was saying, I was about the camera. I don't need to say that. Anyway, how is everyone doing? Welcome to the stream. Today's going to be fun. Because I was thinking of having a short stream today. I was thinking of having a short stream today because I thought I was unwell over the weekend. I think it's just actually allergies, which I still have. So sound of my voice might not be perfect. May take a few extra breaks. It means that there won't be any VR today. I have to be I have to be in perfect physical condition to do VR. Otherwise, I can't do it. And so today, well, I mean, it's Steam NextFest. I'm kind of busy this week. I've also got stuff to write up for the podcast, and also a news video that I'm doing over the weekend, because apparently every media source decided to drop news on the same day. So yeah, we've got like 6 news stories for that Orca news. If you want to see that, go over to the Whale Talk podcast. We get a and my mouse work. I am fighting with the mouse this week. Podcast. So doing that, I also have to defeat Arch-Tempered Arkveld and also Gormagala before Sunday, really. I mean, I can do that whilst I'm with ASOB, but I do have to log in and I mean, it's kind of hit and miss on whether I can lock in with ASOB, because sometimes I need silence. Sometimes like his random comments is background noise that does help me concentrate. So it's like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So I'm going to be trying both. See what works. I need to lock in for that boss. But today we're actually going to be playing Lumara first of all, and then we'll do a bit of Baldur's Gate, because I can't do a week without Baldur's Gate. But we might be ending a little bit earlier than usual, just so I can play a bit of Monster Hunter and relax after stream a bit. So yeah. So okay, let's go over to the game screen, and let's talk about Lumara. So Lumara is, I'm gonna actually mark it because I'm gonna make a full VOD of. Well, I'm gonna just highlight the part of the VOD that has Lumara so that I can post it for the developer. So that he can see the feedback. And notice I said he. This is a game by a solo developer, which means, look, in my book, games that are by a solo developer, when they work, they're more impressive. Like that's why Undertale for me was a immensely impressive game. A solo developer, like they're like, I don't know what to say. They work miracles. So yeah. So we're gonna play it today. I believe the demo isn't that long. I think it's about 45 minutes. From well, I literally asked, and he said it's about 45 minutes. Also, Lumara is partnering with WDC as well, so another big reason for me to play this as well. So I have something off camera that you guys on the channel may be starting to get quite familiar with. I should decorate it a bit. It is, of course, a pen. But accompanying the pen is the small booklet of video game feedback. This book is becoming a bit of like a side character on the stream nowadays. So I will be writing in this book anytime I have feedback, any specific feedback about bits. But I think I'm mostly for this one, because it's gonna be a shortish demo. I think I might just be giving all my feedback at the end. I know nothing about this game except that you play as an anglerfish, and I intentionally didn't look anything else about this game because I wanted my first look at this game, my first experience, to be like a raw reaction. I wanted to be like how I will experience the game. I've not even launched the game, so actually, I should have bad practice on a streamer part to not launch the game prior to the stream. Okay, I'm going to launch it now. It will probably open. It will probably open in full screen. Okay, so this game needs a controller to best experience. So grab an Xbox controller, DualSense, DualShock, um, or any other kind of control. Okay, this is Steam basically. Um, so okay, so it's controller intended, and I kind of figured that. Let's go wireless. Now, my question is going to be, am I going to get PlayStation buttons? I mean, to be fair, there have been so few games that have given me PlayStation buttons. Even AAA games are like, nah, you don't need those PlayStation buttons. Just play it as if it's an Xbox. It's not an Xbox controller. Like Elden Ring, please. What is Z? Like, what is Y? I don't have a Y. Okay, press any key to start. Wait, is it connected? Okay, hang on. Let me just get into like a streamable resolution because I don't stream anything full screen. Oh wait. Oh, it did connect. Okay, it did take to my controller. It just took a bit of time. I think it might have been just the fact that I unplugged the controller and went on to blue um, Bluetooth before, well, after like opening the game. I'm not getting control lag, am I? I was going to say, if I'm getting controller interference, that might actually explain the issues I've been having on my mouse lately. Hang on, let me just put the sticky stick thing a little bit closer. Okay, so it seems to just be the D-pad that I'm having issues with. By the way, I should mention this is most likely not a game issue that I'm having here. Yeah, D-pad is kind of just wonky. I don't know. It's weird. Like let's see. Okay. By the way, another good thing for streaming is actually show the game that you're streaming. Um, I have done this before. It may not be obvious, but I have done this kind of thing before. Okay, sound balance at 50%, so that should be fine. Also, look at the top here. Supporting wild and dolphin conservation. I like that. By the way, you can also support wild and dolphin conservation in many different ways. One of which is that we have a donate button that you can donate right now. Another thing is that you could also wishlist this game, and that wishlist. I'm going to stop whispering. Wishlisting this game will support WDC as well because it supports developers, and supporting developers that partner with WDC will help WDC as well. And I can't stress enough how big partnerships with games are for charity fundraising. It is enormous. You guys saw how much we raised in World Ocean Day over here and in October. Now compare that to what WDC raised as a whole, and particularly with World Ocean Day, see how much they got from the actual Steam sale, and it's mind-boggling. Heck, I was actually speaking to my friend Tipsy Toon the other day, and So he's actually currently supporting American Horror Association, and he said that they'd surpassed 100,000 just on a Steam sale. Steam sales for charities do wonders, and those Steam sales only come about through partnerships with games. So supporting those developers as content creators, one of the best things we can do is support those developers. So, and one way that we can do that is by giving a game exposure, which is why I'm here actually. So, well, also interested to see what this game's like. I'm interested to see if I get hooked as much as I did with Everything is Crab, because oh my gosh, I ended stream last night and then I kept playing it. I can't believe that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab a beer for this one. Probably my favorite one. Okay, so we'll just jump in. Only 0.001% of the deep ocean has ever been observed. Take my money. The game sold already. You open the game, there's immediately an orca, so you win. Epipelagic zone. So this is the zone of the water that creates light. An orca shatters whale bones. Moon jelly numbs human nerves. Flying fish leaps skyward to dodge hunters. Blanket octopus steals jellyfish venom. Box jellyfish venom causes cardiac arrest. False killer whale cracks a dolphin's skull. Sailfish swims at 110 kilometers an hour. That's crazy. Mesopelagic zone. So this is when it's getting darker, where there's not that much light coming in. Oarfish, terrifying sea serpent, fangtooth, jaws packed with daggers. Wow, that's sharp. Barrel eye fish sees through its skull. Viperfish, I love viperfish. Strikes faster than sight. That's crazy. Invisible in open water, the glass octopus. That's also crazy. Vampire squid turns inside out to hide. Giant obstacle disguised as a drifting shell. Giant squid never caught alive whilst hunting. Anglerfish has a cool little light on its head. Also has razor sharp looking teeth. They're like needles. Also, I think they're also called football fish. If you've never seen what an anglerfish looks like, or like the size, they're actually a lot smaller than you think. So I didn't read that. I think we're in the batho zone, whatever it's called. It started with Bath. I will say, although I did study some of like the deep sea as part of my degree, I would not profess at all to be an expert on the deep sea. The deep sea is is more of a mystery to me than even like scientists. Like, and it's a mystery to them as well. They haven't got a clue about like 90% of the stuff that lives down there. Okay, that's a shipwreck. Can we push? Okay, so we can push. Physics. Okay, so we can touch the top and bottom. I thought maybe this might be a game where we can't touch the top and bottom. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling that this might not have even like the slightest hint of a tutorial, might not have words or anything, probably not going to have a voiceover, which means creating a tutorial for this like in that style is really clever because the way you create that kind of tutorial is by doing. Okay. Well, it's telling me controllers. That's good. So press A to turn Lumara's light on and off. Let's see. I doubt it's gonna have PlayStation icons because the PlayStation icons comes from Steam's thing, and I don't actually know how developers are able to actually get that. Like, I don't know if they have to license it or anything. Okay, so we can turn on and off the light. Is that a friend? I think we found a friend. It's attracted to the light. Oh, that's where turning off the light will be a good thing. So presumably we have to tie these two together. I love the 3D model, by the way. With like a side-scrolling kind of game, it'll be so easy to just make it flat and just flip. But the fact that it's got turning animation is really, really does give it a 3D feel. Okay. So we did that. Where do we go next? Oh, I didn't look up top. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there wasn't. Eerie green light. I definitely don't want to be touching that. Okay, sign showing the way. Okay, so if you don't have, okay, so it's all around the correct usage of light. Okay, so if you're too close to them, they'll... Well, if you're close to them, you'll still light them up as well. Oh, that's sharp. Glad I noticed that. Yeah, we want to avoid the sharp stuff, I think. Okay, what did that do for us? Guess we'll find out here. So, by the way, if you like what you see from this game and you're interested, Pin comment is a link to the Steam page. I recommend you. I mean, you can wish list it. I recommend you also try the demo. So, actually, honestly, I'd recommend you do both. Okay, so I guess that denotes low health. So who knows what kind of creatures we could find it? Because honestly, they could kind of do anything with what creatures we have. Because sure, I was intended. Because so little of the deep sea is known to us. I mean, you can you just can come up with stuff for a game like this, and it's like you can explain it away. It's like we don't know that much about the deep sea, which means that you can stay true to the theme without worrying too much about staying super true to it. That makes sense. Oh, okay, so we're gonna want to do this. Okay, how do I get health? How does one? Oh, we can knock that over. I didn't think that would happen. I'm gonna be honest. I did not think that would happen. I didn't think it would happen twice in a row. I think I understand what I have to do here. I'm understanding something. I have to get to swing. I wasn't going to swing that much, was it? Can I do this? Gently finesse it. There we go. I thought that was something to pick up. What a shock was that? So shark is stuck now. Well done, shark. So wonder you've managed to survive this long with that adaptation. Don't have any. Oh, we do have this. I guess this might be like a collectathon thing. To save the squid babies. The vital algae is that health. Okay. Well, okay then. I need to look out for that kind of darkness. Can't push it up, can I? How does one do? What if I try and do this? Wait. Okay, even when we're in shade. Oh gosh. How do I save this one? I don't know if I actually can at this point. I need something else to do something about these anemones. None of the stuff on the walls react to me.
Thank you for the raid.
This is Sully's Walk on Sound.
Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Good evening to Dank. Good evening to Sully. Good evening to Chelsea. How are you guys doing? Slime Rancher. I don't actually know what Slime Rancher is. I'm gonna be honest. Is it like Plants vs Zombies? I am playing a new up-and-coming game called... Wait, Solid Haircut. It's been a while since I've had the solid hair. It's been a while since I've had this haircut. Anyway, so we're playing Lumara. And so this game, we're currently playing a demo for Steam NextFest. And yeah, so basically, hang on, I've just gone blank for a second. I'll get back to my train of thought. Sort of a farming sim, sort of animal caretaking sim. Okay, so like a little bit like Stardew. Yeah, no. It's been about, I'd say 3 weeks. It happened whilst I was recording my latest video on the Well Talk podcast channel on August. By the way, if you're not subscribed over there, and you're interested in hearing about whales and dolphins, go subscribe. But we are currently playing Lumara. Lumara is a side-scrolling puzzle adventure game. All right, go enjoy feeding the cat and grabbing food. So this game is partnered with WDC. and it's, I don't know if it has a release date officially yet. Oh, that's the demo, the actual game. The actual okay, so the actual game is doesn't have a release date yet. But this is by a solo developer, which makes what I've already encountered massively impressive. I I have I have a much greater appreciation for games that are made by one person, because that's a lot to be doing on a game. So I'm doing a demo of this, and okay, so right button to dash or resist sequence. Okay, so I can dash through. I can dash through the oceans, maybe. But yeah, so you play as an anglerfish. Okay, so we're gonna need this dash a little bit later on. Not in this room, I don't think. Okay, how does I get this little squid out? You know, I took damage, but I'll take it. Close enough. So, everyone that came in with the raid, what is your favorite marine animal? And if you've already answered this question on stream before, what's your favorite deep sea marine animal? I love how I had to say marine animal for that, even though there are no deep sea land animals, obviously. You can name a seabird instead. Yes. Well, actually, if you could tell me what the deepest diving seabird is. Penguins are cool. I like penguins. That's a bit spooky. Oh, we got some rubbish. Plastic bags, like beer holders, boots, all the usual kind of junk that humans like to loot the seas with. You know, I feel like it's something else. I actually feel like it's something else that's the deepest diving bird. Let me look up. Oh, nice. Idle animation, we get like a good close up. Deepest diving bird. Emperor penguin. Okay. That makes sense, actually. So they go between 10 to 200, 100 to 200 meters, but occasionally they go a lot deeper. The deepest dive we had on record was an incredible 565 meters deep. That's an emperor penguin. And that's mega impressive for a bird, consider the size of a bird compared to like a narwhal, for instance. A narwhal can dive to, I think, like 1,400 meters or something like that. And so, like, imagine you've got a penguin that's not even a third the size, can go a third the depth. That's crazy. Dank is a fan of starfish. If you're not sure what those nudibranchs are. Actually, no, they're not. Wait, no, wait. No, what are they? No, echinoderms I'm thinking of. I don't know why. I don't know every animal. And honestly, I'd be surprised if any marine biologist could say they know every sea animal. Yeah, that's what I said. Sea slugs. And starfish, sea slugs. What's really the difference, eh? They're pretty. They've got some nice colours. I guarantee you, I don't know if there's a poisonous sea slug. I know there's a poisonous sea snail, but if there is a poisonous sea slug, I guarantee you they live in Australia. Yeah, there's so much more. There's so much more cool. What are these? What are these tentacly kind of things? Whale falls? Oh, that's those red eyes looked menacing. I have to be careful of predators here. I never know what's gonna try and get me. Okay, that one. Okay, so that confirmed that they don't need light to see me. These are kind of one-trick pony sharks. I love how we can ring the bell, but like very minorly. Don't know why I'm pushing down rocks. Oh, nice. Okay, we did have one left. I thought that this would start rolling, the one top right. So it's very empty of sound, this game, and that's probably on purpose. Because it does have ambient music. The ambient music is very eerie. and I think that's definitely by design, because this is quite an eerie part of the sea for most people. There's a massive eye there. Look. Tell me that's not an eye. Oh, I mean, whatever owns this tentacle. Okay. Okay, so only sensitive the first time. Rip. It's harder being an anglerfish than I thought. Okay, I should realize that they're using sensors of water pressure rather than light to find me. They don't have eyes. They won't be using light. Go back into your burrow. How do I avoid being hit by both of them? Can I actually survive one of them? No. Didn't turn it quick enough. Okay. Almost. So I don't know if this is like a puzzle thing I don't know yet, or whether I do just need to finesse. The one on the bottom is getting me way more than the one on the top, because the one on top activates quicker. Can I roll anything towards these? Might be able to use a little bit of marine junk. See, will they eat a bottle? Okay, so maybe if I bring both items. I'll bring both items over. So I actually, so it's good this theory, but I do think that maybe it is a little bit too quiet. That maybe like we can have atmosphere built up without it being completely silent. Well, it's not completely silent, it's just quite silent. Guardians, long have we awaited a soul who can hear our call. The ocean suffers, its heartbeat fades. I love how one of them is literally just like a coral without even eyes. It's got hands, that's it. You're different, Lumara. Untouched by the darkness that grips these waters. Throughout the sea, we have left behind remnants of our wisdom. Seek them out, for they may aid you on your journey. Oh, okay, so we can actually reduce the pollution. Although I'm not really getting a sense of what effect pollution's having on me. Oh wait, it's got that round circle on the bottom, so that would explain what the pollution is doing. So I think that is the end of the demo. This is gonna be a cool game. I'm gonna get this on release. This will definitely be a game that I'll be saving for like a World Ocean Day or an Orcatober or something like that. I think as well. I wish this on Steam. That should be that should be a link. That should be a link. Oh, it is. It actually is. It actually is a link. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this game, well, if you enjoyed what you saw of this game, or if you want to try out for yourself, I'm gonna leave a link both in Twitch and YouTube. Go leave a wish list or get the demo and try yourself. Playing the demo now, particularly today, like before, as in today, as in like before tomorrow, will do wonders for the game. Something I found out from one of the developers is that first 3 days are crucial because then people kind of start falling off Steam Next Fest. So giving this game playtime, this demo playtime, will definitely help that. I'm interested to see where this game goes, and this has a lot of potential, a lot of puzzle potential. So right now, my brain is a bit of a sponge, and it's a bit of a sponge because I'm thinking, okay, so I know these few mechanics, but then I think there's quite a lot that he can do with other mechanics like in the full release. This game definitely has a lot of potential, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It's going to be a bit of a cool puzzle game, and I do like me some puzzle games. So I am going to go ahead and, well, I would have wish listed it, uh, but I already have wish listed it. So yeah. Um, okay, so I didn't write anything down. I didn't. I honestly didn't think I would write anything down. This is like one of the shorter demos. So I will say the controls are nice. Uh, maybe some feedback I would give is if there was a way to get PlayStation buttons, I'd love that. But I know AAA developers can't seem to manage that. So that it might be a licensing kind of thing. So I mean that I understand. The game is probably a little bit too quiet. I know it's meant to be eerie and atmospheric, but I think if the music had a little bit more to it, it could be a little bit. It could still be eerie, whilst not being like too quiet, if that makes sense. Um, think think honestly, like the checkpoints are generous. That's to say, like they're generous, they're not too generous. Um, they're exactly fine as they are, and that's important because I think how much health you can how much damage you can take from stuff is pretty harsh. But it feels like in this kind of game, because it's a side scroller well, not really a platform. It's a side scroller game, and most things in side scroller games are like one or two shots or something like that. So that is fine. Um, also, just need to remember with side scroller stuff like that, you do have to have regular checkpoints. So do make sure that we have enough of them in the full game. So far in the demo, we do have enough. That's exactly the right amount for us to have. Every time I died, I was somewhere very close. So that was good. It's very intuitive. It's very intuitive how to play it. The puzzles, I can see a great deal of potential. Obviously, the demo, this is probably going to be like the start of the game, I'd imagine, which means that this is where it's simple. Excuse me. This is where the game's simple, and not too like puzzly difficult. I can imagine it gets more difficult a little bit later on, where you have to like work out what you're doing. Um, the puzzles I encountered in this took an appropriate amount of time for me to work out how to get past. So I do like that. I like things to take me a few minutes, but then not take me like 15 minutes. So I have to be able to work out the solution rather quickly, but also have to actually work out the solution. So the stuff with the junk, pushing the junk into the enemies, that was really that was perfect. That was perfect. And visually, I can't fault it. Visually, I can't fault it at all. Actually, no, maybe okay, maybe I can. Maybe I can. I would say when you don't have the light on, I feel like the game's a little bit too bright. I feel like if you're gonna have now, maybe this gets worse. Maybe the darkness gets worse in later sections of the game. In which case, if that's the case, then I don't know what's coming. Um, the developer obviously does, and if that is coming, then okay, like, don't worry about this being feedback because this is me uh, just witnessing what I've witnessed. This is me not seeing what's to come with the game. So if it is to come, then forget what I'm saying here. But I think the game needs to be darker when you don't have the light on. That should be something that kind of is a gameplay thing. If it I like brightness to be some kind of like accessibility thing in games, but when you're using light as an actual mechanic in the game, then you have to also use darkness as a mechanic in the game as a form of difficulty. To where if you don't have the light on, you're very limited on what you can see. So having just having it just darker just in general, maybe like fogging it a little bit around like the extent of your vision. I think that might work a little bit better. Just to be a little bit more thematic to the whole light thing. I think I've already mentioned about yeah, music could be a little bit more involved. Uh, difficulty, yeah, difficulty is fine. Visually, aside from like the darkness could be darker, visuals are completely fun. They're really fun. I'd love to see. I'd love to know if some of these animals, if some of these animals that we encounter in game are based on real life animals. I'd love like a small little like tidbit, like writing written somewhere, like saying what these are and like a little bit of information about that would be really really nice because that would make it a little bit that would make it educational and that would be amazing. That's just my suggestion. But yeah, having something that's like educational, like you go through, you see this enemy, and it's based on a real animal, and to then get a little bit of information about the animal would be kind of cool. So, but all in all, this is a fantastic demo. Had no issues getting it working, no issues at all, no issues streaming it, no issues getting it captured. It had the correct aspect ratios. Full controller support. I don't think you would play a game like this with mouse and keyboard, but in case someone does not have a controller, okay, I didn't try to see if you could mouse and keyboard it. I would say in case someone doesn't have a controller, maybe consider making sure that there is a mouse and keyboard. Again, I didn't try mouse and keyboard. Maybe there is that. Maybe there's not. But yeah, having the two options is always nice because then at least people can play it even if they haven't got a controller. But yes, so that was Lumara. That was a fantastic demo. I'm looking forward to this. I will be buying this when it comes out. And so Lumara also supports WDC, and if you wish once again to try out the demo or to wishlist the game, I'm going to be posting it in chat here. And yeah, so I'm going to make a marker because that'll be the end of the Lumara bit. I'll be sending the VOD over to the game developer. Going to be sending the feedback section. It's going to be like a video feedback session, a segment. Rather than like, I'm not going to do a written one. I'm going to just do it as like a video thing because it's just easier to explain what I have in mind in that way. And I didn't really write anything down. I thought like I just have this ready in case 45-minute demo. I'm most likely gonna just remember what I want to say about the game at the end. Um, the notepad was mostly just for like any kind of actual bugs or anything like that. So